Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to do a push training with my friend Lucas. Lucas is an elite natural bodybuilder and YouTuber, and I had the pleasure to train and walk me through an expert chest, shoulder and triceps workout where we dive deep into training science and secret to achieve your best physique ever.
I have someone very, very important today for me, and I wanted him to be out there and introduce him to you. So, you know, I've been training for 11 years. So some of you think of me like some kind of a big bro and very advanced. That guy is my big bro. He has 4 or 5 years more of training than me. We met on the same French forum about training the working out bodybuilding. Today, he's going to walk you through his push workout because he's doing some kind of split.
To give you a bit more background about Luca, he has been helping me since about 2012, and I have been following him pretty religiously since then. He is an accomplished athlete, as I said, and much like every accomplished athlete, he is quite serious about his warm-up and about many things such as training variable and personalization about training setup, and you will see everything in the video tailored for a push workout, both for him and for me, even if it's more him showing me his training and me adjusting to it. I hope you really enjoy. I hope you forgive about the sound quality sometime, and yeah, enjoy. Take care, and feel free to ask questions into the comments if there is anything that comes to your mind for other video of that type.
So, at the first exercise, Mika loves his hammer strength on the chest press with them. So, the push workout will be pretty chest-centric. It's what he liked. It is also because it was a huge weak point for him. That now is totally absent, so he did great work at that. And he really loves that machine. You can go heavy. It's not a shoulder snapper. It's quite comfortable if you really want to push hard. So you will spend more ways. I love him. Warm-up is done, and I might cook up to explain why you do that. How, what's the goal, what's the point?
Because I love it. I love the machine. The machine is with the S. More than the free weight. I don't know, many reasons. The first one is that the setup is easier, and this detail is quite big when you get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. For example, on free weight bench press, you get great tension per reps, but for example, setting up the bench press is very fatiguing, right? And we know that fatigue is the enemy of hypertrophy. So I choose the machine to get less fatigue from the setup, so I can get more tension on my actual set, right? And it's not about one set. It's about, for me, for example, 16 working sets a week. And if you add the fatigue from the free weight, for example, there is many other examples from the free weight on 16 sets, you will, at the end of the day, again, less hypertrophy. This is the thesis. This is my way of thinking, right? But mostly because I love the machine, right? I'm done with bench press. I'm just done. And most of the time, bench press are on free, right? The machine, most of the time, are well lean out, whatever. So this is my goal. I love it. I think it's better. And it's most of the time, free to use. That's quite big for me. I train 4 times a week. I don't want to wait 4 times a week. Right? So this is the way of thinking behind choosing the machine. And right now I'm going to do my first set. And this is not a top set. This is not a back off set. This is not a drop set. This is not a super set. This is just one good set. One of 16 a week for me. As you can see, failure on a set is not always is not being smarter. Right? Being smarter is not getting injured. Because muscle is about longevity. And right here, I'm pretty sure I can draw in the 9th one, but the risk and the reward, this is touch. Like one of the biggest weak points of machine, for example, that one right there, is that you start with a dead start, right? The concentric part of the movement. You don't have any eccentric before the concentric. So think about the deadlift, right? Why the deadlift is hard? Why the deadlift is harder? The first set of the deadlift is harder than the second one. Yeah, because this is a dead start. So as power lifter, which lifters answer that, right? Most of us are lifters. We try to push it while creating tension. How can I say that in English? Getting the stack the slack, I mean,
The slack, yeah.
creating tension before the first concentric, but here it's harder, right? Almost impossible. So, yeah, that's a big no red flag from the machine. Still, I think it's still worth it, I mean, but yeah, not a good deal for the machine. As you can see, over here on the screen right now, there is the main difference between, there's two main difference between Erso's technique and mine. First one, I'm going wider than him. He want to be more tricep dominant, I want to be overall presser, so chest and tricep. But the second one is a big one. I'm using a lot of leg drive on every single rep. The first one and the last one, then he's using 0 leg drive. So which one is the best? I do believe my version is better, mostly because you can grind more, right? And also for getting more stability during the entire set. So this is big. This is massive, I get. So yeah, my advice so right now would be to use the quads. Use the legs to assist him on the leg rest, on the chest rest. So it's pretty much the same right now. One problem you can maybe get, one thing that can happen is that you get too much fatigue, but it will never happen, right? You get too much fatigue from your bench press using the leg drive, so you get less on your leg days, but it will never happen. I mean, you can't get too much fatigue from a leg drive on the bench press. I'm pretty sure someone in the comment section will think about that, because you guys are smart, I know it. But no, bro. In real life, I mean, it never happened. I mean, it never happened to me. So yeah, I've been lifting for 15 years. I'm pretty sure I know. No, I know nothing. Yes. Yeah, you're right. I know nothing.
The small leg drive is easier, but I still have this impression that it's kind of cheating. But at the same time, the bench is a slight incline, so the glutes right on the bench, I still think that, I'm doing something wrong, because I still have my very old bench press reflexes, but it's actually not that bad. So let's try it closer. Try it, it's pretty good. I did a very good set here.
For the second exercise, we want something high incline. It doesn't really matter the equipment. First choice will, for me, always be the Smith machine. It depends, once again, of the availability of the machine. Because as you can not see right now, it's crowded here. So getting a machine for chest in Paris, this is the challenge. This is the real challenge. Getting muscle or getting big is easier compared to getting the equipment you want to use on your chest there. Right? And I'm not even talking about the cable right now. I'm talking about machine. It's very intimidating for most of the people in the game, right? So it's supposed to be free, but it's not. So first choice is the Swiss machine. One thing I want to add for today is that it's kind of a fun day for me and Erso. I was saying off camera that when I train with a body on camera, I never want to be as focused as when I'm training alone for strength, for muscle, for gains, etc. Because I can't do both. I can't talk to you guys, especially in English, and focusing on my workout. There is no way. So everything you see today is, a representation of what I do most of the time, but not that much of it. And exactly how I build muscle, because I'm always talking about effort in your set, in mindset, getting ready for your set, taking opportunity in every set of your workout. Right? Today is not the case, right? It's just we can get the information from me, but the representation today is not exactly what I'm always seeing, what I'm always doing. Yeah, enough said, I guess. I'm just going to do my first set, whole set here on the high incline split with it. The goal is staying around 10. But what I'm aiming is always doing walking sets, like hard sets, right? So it doesn't really matter the rep I do, as long as the effort is close to maximum, right?
As you can see, guys, Hersoviac activated his Viking aura. Salmon is my favorite. As you can see, without
I'm not sure I want to
without the pump cover.
Stop it. No. I am a funny one. I mean, today I am unconditioned. I have no cardio. I am the guy who is building. I am the one who has no vein, no striation, no pitches, no nothing. He's the main character here. My arms are going to fall. So I'm going to fall, bro, guys.
No, what is that? Oh my god.
15 reps just cardio. What the hell, bro?
Ah, mais tout d'un coup, tu le beaucoup plus jack.
Je t'avais dit, Alright, what do you say, guys? What the fuck did I play? Personally, by the way. Reddit, and, you know, bodybuilding.com, whatever. They're going to say, oh, not natural, impossible. Obviously, look at that. It is.
Yeah. Casual body fat, you know, it's 2020, right? Everybody's looking good now, great now, in shape now, right? So it's not that crazy anymore, right? And that's what we have to. I want people to understand that this is achievable. It's just a matter of, I don't know, it sounds too easy, but it's just a matter of getting your shit right. Eating, using mindfulness bar, working during the day, and getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But mostly, I do believe that that's so cliche, but I do believe the secret is that loving what you're doing. Because I've been lifting since 15 years, right? Yeah, I love bodybuilding. So because I love bodybuilding, I'm doing it with passion, right? So yeah, obviously I'm going to do better than someone who hates it, and longer mostly. And you know that muscle, longevity and muscle are connected, right? You can't get big in a year. You have to live for 5 years with passion to get years. I do believe that you can get my level easily in 5 years, right? Because I'm not gifted genetically, right? But
Here to here. Let's get genetic. This, he doesn't even train arm that much.
yeah, but fuck out. I do realize that today I might seem a bit arrogant because I'm comfortable with you guys. But there is two reasons for that, right? The first one is that I've been creating content since 10 years. You don't know me, obviously, but I've been on the internet, on YouTube, since 2012. So it's been more than 12 years, right? so I'm quite comfortable with the camera. Second thing is that my home, I live in England, right? English is not that forefront for me. My English is not perfect because I'm mostly talking French, obviously. I'm comfortable with English. So yeah, I don't want to seem arrogant at all. I don't take too seriously either, right? I love it. That's it. The only thing that keep coming out of my mouth, can I say that? I don't know. It's passion, man. Passion and fun. I mean, fun. This is really the main subject, right? One thing I love about today is that really, that was my friend. Well, I know I'm peaking right now. It's my best physique ever. And Hersovyak is the one I do feel have the best physique in France, right? I do believe that. I really do. Naturally, I was so today presenting my physique to the guy inspiring me. But it's fun for me, nice for me. It feels good, right? Yeah, that's what I wanted to add for the context, for the video. Yeah, I love you guys. I've been watching you guys since 10, 12 years, maybe 15 years. I never just had the chance to talk to you guys. Today is my first chance. That's why I'm talking so much. I'm just happy to be there. So the reasoning behind doing it one arm and not two arm on this machine is kind of shit, right? Because I want maximum. I'm not sure how to say that in English. Convergence and the range of motion, right, of the pec. Right? This machine is a decline arm strength machine. It is not a wide grip chest press decline. That's the long chest press machine. So if you do it one on both at the time, the conversion, the range of motion, I see shitty. So yeah, it's not perfect, whatever, right? What I want is really to put the maximum tension, or maximum off tension of my lower part of my chest. That's why I'm doing a decline, because my humerus, I'm not sure what to say, that my arms, it's going to end up being close to my rear. So I'm going to contract this part of the chest harder than the upper part. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to work my upper chest. It means that most of the work, the tension, is going to be on the lower part, right? And as you can see, if I do the movement and my arm finish here, and I do the movement and my arm, my bicep finish on my chest, the contraction is night and day, right? So you want maximum range of motion on this exercise. The machine doesn't fit the idea I have today, but once again, whatever, right? It doesn't matter today.
We'll make it work. The goal always, as you said in the beginning, he loves machine. Machine may not be the greatest thing ever, but there is so much good things about machine that it turns all the bad sides. And here, even if it's not the best machine for what he wants, we have the knowledge and the capacity to basically still make it a positive trade between the pros and the cons, just like he's showing off right now.
If you want to be smart, you put a step under your feet, because the key thing here is in strength is stability, right? And as you can see, I wasn't stable at all. Well,
So usually, as I said, we do that on the wide decline bench machine, which is kind of the same but very different. And we can toy around, even if I never do that, we can toy around with 5 plates, they harm. And I just got crushed by 4 blades. So even if it's not the first exercise, then obviously we're weaker now because we are dilated. It's a machine, so we are going to work with that, and we did what it is. Not a good idea to do what we just did, but it happens, as I said.
it's still a better idea, I do believe, than not during the machine, even if the machine is not perfect. Because there's a reason why we do the machine. It's not because it's the machine. It's because you can gain something with this range of motion, this setup, this bell curve, right, on your pecs, that you can't gain anywhere else. You can't. If you're using a cable, it's going to be similar, but it's still not a machine. It's almost icing it. Not feasible to put as much tension on using the cable than using the machine on your chest, right? That's why we mostly use cable for isolation of fly. I guess you can do a fly press, but I tried many times. It's nothing compared to a machine. And there is bad machine, there is good machine, and a great machine. For example, Atlantis is a great brand of machine. It's almost only good machine with Atlantis. Arm strength is or miss. And 2 days a miss, but it's still better than not doing any machine. I mean, not really machine, but that kind of movement. Like you can't get that with dumbbell. Yeah, because the strength curve, the bell curve, well, it's just not the same. And to get the perfect workout, you better mix them. That's what I do believe. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
If you want a really good example, go back watching my videos, my very old one in 2019, 2020, where I was doing mostly free weight, and then watch the end of 2020, early 2021, when it was a bit more sparkling with machines and cable. And right now, the videos from a few months ago, where it's just basically machines with a little bit of free weight and just check the physique difference. Even though I barely gain weight, I think I got back in like 1 to 2 kilograms in like 3 years. That's what he's talking about. There is a huge difference.
Again, I want to go back to my first point about the machine. So I'm talking a lot over the machine, but I guess that's where you have questions. Yeah, right? When you're doing a lot, and you need to do a lot to get big, huge, I mean, stupidly huge, right? You need to take care about fatigue. You need to watch the fatigue. So if you're doing just 2 workouts a week, it doesn't matter if you're doing 5 fatigue movements like bench press, free weight. I mean, it's still fatiguing, but we are focusing the fatigue on the movement, not on the setup of the movement, right? And we're using this equipment where the risk isn't super high, but the reward is. And on the bench press, you got high reward and high risk. And we just can't take risk. You have to avoid getting injured, right? That's the point. But at the same time, you have to work out like, I mean, crazy, right? You have to put a lot of tension. And I think that mostly machine, intelligent exercise selection, I don't know if intelligence is the term or whatever, is the key to get where you want to be, right? Huge, absolutely huge. And I feel that's why mainly huge bodybuilder, Phil Hayes, for example, are mostly using machine. I don't think they do that kind of content, that's why they never really talk about it. But I'm pretty sure if you ask Phil, why are you using so much machine? He will say pretty much the same, maybe not the same wording, but pretty much the same. I'm super strong, I have to do a lot, I'm here every day. Bench press, it's just killing my shoulder. I have to do 25 sets of press a week, and if I do free weight, yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing the Olympia. I'm right, 5 years ago, for example, right? He's using the machine, he's winning the Olympia, and he's still training the day after the Olympia. I think that's the way of thinking.
So, Luca, what exercise is next, and why?
I just did it, so I'm pretty sure you can guess. Maybe. We're doing front raises with dumbbell, right?
Oh, great. You didn't need to use that?
I am.
You didn't need to use rest of front delt, because the front delt is already so big compared to the rest of the shoulder. Why would you do that?
Yeah, so recently I want to say discovered a lot so sad, but we realized that isolating the front delt is the best thing you can do. Contrary to popular belief, and it's working also the sided perfectly. I mean, not isolating, plus you're pressing your front delt might be the reason why you don't like your physique from the front. Because as you can see, I'm very narrow, right? My structure is very narrow. So I need massive width. And I've been doing lateral raises since ages. I've been lifting since 15 years. You know, the span lateral raises, it's a trend since 30 years now, right? And only recently I realized, I tried the front raises, and I realized that, wow, this is the key. This is the solution. Only 3 to 4 sets a week completely changed my physique from the front. Also from the sides, but yeah, who cares? So yeah, do your raises. And one thing I love about front raises is that you can, like I'm saying, using your hips a lot, playing Shakira, right? So you have to, you can do it, yeah? You can dance a bit, you can use a lot of momentum. The risk is low. The reward is not so high either. So you have to maximize the reward by taking some risk. And because the profile of the exercise is that the risk is low, you can go crazier, just a tiny bit. And it becomes a super effective and fun exercise. And mostly, look at the pump. I mean, that's crazy, right? So yeah, I love it, so I'm doing it first of all. Second of all, is very effective. You can do it with the machine, you can do it with the pulley, a cable, yeah, maybe. But I prefer doing free weight here. Yeah, surprisingly, right? I just love it that way, that's it.
Sounds like here. Non pas qui malo.
C'est n'importe quoi. If you may, I want to give you the ultimate chest development tip. You will never know that I need air throwing. One of the reasons why you have not the chest you want to have, it's not because you work out the wrong way, it's because all you build. Then you know that, right? Genetics is pretty much everything. For example, also one of the reasons, only one, because I know you don't want a huge chest, right? But only one is that, for example, in a rib cage, it's kind of high. It's gonna also long torso, long abdomen, mostly I do that. And this chest is high, right? So as you can see, the chest doesn't represent, I don't know how to say that in English, but yeah, it's short, right? Yeah, it's short. So the way to improve that, even if you can't change your genetic, is to build so much mass here, or else go down plates. I developed a lot of mass. So for example, look at me from the side, right? My chest is a weak point because it's high. I got a short torso, but long abdomen, so my ribcage is high, and my chest is super high, as you can see. But because I developed my lower part of the chest not much, when I'm in front of you, from the front, when you can see me from the front, it doesn't look like it's a weak point, right? Because I did focus a lot on this area, right? So now it looks balanced. But really, if you can see my real genetic, me with a muscle, my chest is just so high. So focusing on the lower part or the major, the lower part of your chest is the key to get a chest. And this is not just getting stronger the right way, I mean in the right body part, in the right area. I don't know how to say that, but you have to build the muscles where it will complement your physique, not just build muscle. That's why we, as a French dude, have Michael Gundy. Then you also have Michael Gundy, right? With the English trade book. I don't know.
Translated me,
yeah. But I know there is a lot of data in English, right? So it's quite confusing for you guys. I know that. If you can understand how you build, you can react how you train, so you can get the look you want to have. That's huge. That's big knowledge. That's getting ahead, really ahead, right? Look at me, for example. I got a genetic shit chest, and now after training and understanding how I'm built, everybody is admiring my chest. That's crazy, right? I built genetic just because I thought about it, just a little bit, right? So yeah, that's it.
So, just quickly to finish off the triceps, Luca is not a really big fan to train them because he has strong point arms, and I'm totally the reverse. And even if I didn't, my goal is 18 inches arms, so still going to take it seriously, but just on something not destroying the elbow, pretty healthy, good tension, good stretch on the whole triceps and get, obviously, this is a big chunk right there. This is what you need to really have a popping effect with the right bed, but of course still lateral head with medium. So very good way, especially when you have sensitivity with elbow or you go really with high volume tracing. Elbow are way less stressful on the joints.
And we are back. As I said, really sorry about the sound quality. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for being so attentive. Thank you for being so respectful and so driven and motivated with everything. So hope to see you soon. Take care. Comments, like. Bye-bye.